So we're already about halfway through, and I thought I would just show you exactly what it is that we're doing. So we're moving our mains water location in the main house. So previously it went to sort of a centre wall in the middle of our double garage, and we want to move it to the left hand side that meets our house, and that will also mean that when we come to do our air source heat pump and our underfloor heating, it's in a much better location to get to the main water tank that we're going to have towards the back of the garage. So we're doing that today. We have already dug a trench, and the trench needs to be about 750 mil deep. 750. 75 centimeters. Needs to be that deep. We actually have gone a little bit further. We've gone to 80 just to make sure, and then we're sort of packing it with sand underneath, putting this new pipe on top, and then putting sand over, and then backfilling with all of the dirt and things that we've taken out. The pipe that was originally here was 20 mil and it needs to be 25 mil, so we're obviously upgrading that. And yeah, that's what we're doing today. Let's get to it. Here we are, carefully trying to find the existing mains water pipe. What you don't see in this clip is the 4 other holes that we've already dug and refilled across the driveway. Let's just say that locating this pipe was a bit more of a guessing game than we had hoped.
Hello. Where is it?
Found the water tank. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the digger any closer because of this large metal bar running through the concrete lip at the entrance to the garage. Time to go back to the trusty methods of manual labour. We dug it out using a combination of the breaker and fence post shovel. To make things more difficult, our soil was heavy clay, which is tough to dig through, as you can probably see here. Here I'm adding some foam insulation tubing over the pipe. It's not necessary, but since this section of ground leading up into the garage has some rocks, the tube gives a bit of extra protection alongside the surrounding sand. Now it's time to backfill the trench. Not to blow my own trumpet, but I think I'm alright at this part. I managed to get it pretty close to level ground again. While we had the digger on site, we made the most of it and cleared up all the green waste from the first phase of clearing the back garden, which you might remember from some of our previous videos. Now it's time to tackle this ginormous concrete built pond.
I think that's broken. No. No, get your shoe off quick.
No, it's okay.
hammers.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, it's not too bad, is it? Babe, it's lovely out here. Don't you think? Babe,
Huh?
it's lovely out here.
It is lovely out here.
Even the digger struggled with this, and while we did manage to get some of the concrete sections out, we have had to leave the rest of it in the ground for the moment as the digger hire ended. We still had loads of breaking that needed to be done, given that this is one reinforced concrete pond. I can tell you that they've really made things to last back in the day. Next up is a very important corner of the garden, Josh's barbecue area. We've decided to go for an L-shaped outdoor kitchen here since we're planning to host more family barbecues now that we have the space. And this spot works perfectly. It won't take up room near the house that we can use for a seating or fire pit area. And it means Josh can still enjoy the view while he's busy grilling everyone's burgers.
Is this not sort of the size that you want though?
Yeah.
Or do you want it bigger?
No, I think L-shape, so here and then there.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is this like border big enough? Because if so, you might as well leave that there.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Leave the border there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we can just jet wash that and maybe clean.
What, we level it just manually instead?
In there, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the rotavator will be big enough to, like, you'll be able to pop it in there and just do that little bit, and then the edges will just
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we'll do that then.
do ourselves.
Yeah.
And then that's a good base for you to like put your type 1 in, and then
Exactly. Yeah, do that. That's the deal. I know it's an absolute mess, but we're constantly working on it.
I don't feel like nothing actually looks, you know, like our old house. I have had a semi bit of doubt, like, you know, our old house actually looked alright, but it was old.
Yeah.
And then we went in and destroyed it.
Yeah. But we didn't have a clue what we were doing.
I know, but I'm a little bit. Have
What
we
now?
like? Yeah.
No. I've got a full-on vision of how to do it.
I have a vision, but
Like, you know, when we were just renting the, hiring the digger and stuff, and we just didn't have a clue.
yeah.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Oh.
I said maybe if you didn't. Come on, back up.
He just puts his paw up and he was like,
Come
"Get
on.
it." Imagine if I just stopped and just waited for someone to help me out. Have that one. What's that one? There you go. Sit.
Come on, let's show them what you can do, Fred. Sit. Down. Yes. Oh. Yes. Back up. Back up. Good boy. Come. Touch. Yes. That's a bit. Babe, please be careful with your leg. Because stuff like that will happen. That's half of it. The other half. Look at the size of it. Like the size of my head. Is it stone? Yeah, what's this? It's like metal.
That's a post. Caught this earlier. So, as I was saying, what looks like such a tiny area has taken us about 4 or 5 hours to tidy up. When you time lapse it and it takes 2 minutes, like you watch these things on YouTube and you go, that looks easy, I could do that. Look how quick that is. Do that in like a weekend, like the whole garden. Yeah, I've done that little area in 5 hours.
I've been dying to get to this part of the garden because it's another important area, my future vegetable garden. First, we needed to remove all the slabs where the old sheds and greenhouse used to be. Next up is tackling this mint that's been spreading everywhere. I do love mint and I have saved a bit of it, but planting it directly into the ground can be risky. It spreads like wildfire.
I do. I need to record my whole life because now I'm a YouTube star. I can't even go to Tesco's anymore without getting stopped. But yeah, if you guys have noticed in today's video, Karina doing a lot of the shoveling today, that's because yesterday, what were we doing yesterday?
The bricks over in the same place.
Yeah, so we were moving bricks, and I say we, I mean me, because they were heavy. I was moving into the skip at the front, and our ground, the ground at the minute is so uneven that I managed to go into a pothole, and from my opinion, my ankle absolutely crunched.
Long story short, Josh had to take it easy today because yesterday he was wheelbarrowing a load of bricks and he stacked it in a pothole and he sprained his ankle.
Yeah.
But he refused to rest today. So actually he's a champ because he still came and helped.
Yeah, it's bandaged up, so it's a bit...
But you need a bath.
All of us do.
Look at your face.
Give me a kiss. Should we go pub? What are you saying, friend? Should we go pub?
Should we go pub?
Fred says go pub.
Bop. Just to explain what Josh and I are doing, so we need to get rid of all of the turf behind me because this space here is going to be our vegetable patch, and we're going to have raised beds and then like gravel path within it and then our greenhouse behind. So instead of hiring a machine, we're using good old-fashioned spade in our hands, and
and going down in strips, putting the turf up, cutting them into like square sections, and then Josh is following behind me and he's sort of rolling up the turf into squares, trying to get some of the dirt off so that we're not using all the dirt because we're going to have to topsoil it anyway, and then putting it into wheelbarrows, and then they're going to skip because this grass has got loads of like weeds within it, moss, all of that sort of stuff, so we're just thinking about reseeding the bits that we want to keep grass on anyway.
We didn't manage to get all the turf up. It definitely took longer and was a lot tougher than we expected, but we still made some solid progress. That's it for today's video. We've got lots of exciting updates coming soon, including our attempt at plastering, installing underfloor heating, and so much more. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.